hate puppies. It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Hope you guys had a good week. I know we did. That right there, listening to that intro and hearing the I feel threatened, it reminds me I'm going back up there again this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was listening to the episode, and I remember you saying you were going up there for the greatest country singer of all time.
Yeah, you still don't know who I'm talking. Chris
Stapleton.
Yes.
Yeah, the greatest country singer of all time.
I never said he was the greatest, but he's damn good.
That's
I've
exactly
legitimately
what you
never
said.
heard of that human.
He's phenomenal. It blows my mind that you haven't, because he's one of
You've heard a lot of his songs.
Really?
Yeah.
I.e.
Brendan knows he's a huge fan. He's going up for the concert. So
Have
let
you
him
ever heard-
rattle
you
off all of
Chicken
them.
fried?
That's Zach. That's Zach Brown, right? Does
Yes,
that one.
Zach Brown Band.
You ever heard Tennessee Whiskey?
No.
That would be the one I would think you would know.
How's it go?
Rattle off a few bars there. BK.
I don't like how this show is starting.
Why?
Because I don't want to sing Tennessee Whiskey. It's actually, originally I heard it.
Tennessee whiskey. Is
Oh,
that how
you
it
heard
goes?
it. You've heard
Yeah.
it.
No.
No?
It's not even close.
What's that tequila? When I drink tequila. I've heard that shit. Whose is that?
When I drink tequila. Oh, that new like sappy song about he gets all missing his girl when he drinks tequila. That's a new song that just came out.
There's a country song about drinking fucking tequila, and that's all I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Broken Halos. That's one.
Broken Halo is an amazing
Everybody
song.
knows that song.
Do you know that one?
No.
Millionaire, Fire Away, What Are You Listening To, Parachute, Whiskey in You, Might As Well Get Stoned, Either Way, I Was Wrong.
Can I get the lyrics? Can you play me a little ditty of like his most popular one?
You think Tennessee Whiskey is his most popular one? Let's see if I can play it.
think Broken Halos might be. Now, when you said it, I was like, yeah, that might be. But I think Tennessee.
Let me get a little
Whiskey-
jangle. Maybe some name that tune. Give me a few notes.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
All right.
Tennessee Whiskey. Oh man, I can't wait to hear him. This dude is bearded out, but has a voice like an angel. I can't believe you
This
don't
is
know.
No.
I'm playing Broken Halo.
Okay.
here.
I think a long time ago we may have opened the show back when we were allowed to.
Sing my share
Come on,
broken halos
nothing.
floating away.
I've heard that song.
All right, you love
Yeah,
Chris Stapleton.
I do.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Ever.
No, you should join us.
No.
You should go. Okay, that was short lived.
Seriously, though, why are
I've
you
got
going?
nothing to do.
I'm confused. Why, like,
I just realized my gain was way down. I just fixed that.
Yeah.
Production.
Your game's been off for years.
No, gain. Gain. Gain.
G-A-Y-N?
Nope.
been
That's been
gaining.
on.
What?
That's been on 11.
No, seriously, why are you going?
What do you mean? I want to go see Chris Stapleton.
Like, you're that big a fan that to travel to Nova just to
Someone
see this
else
cat?
wants to go, and he's tagging along.
Yeah,
I-
actually, that's fairly accurate.
Yeah.
I was given the tickets
Okay.
by my wife for Father's Day,
Oh, so your
And-
wife wants to go.
and she had put together a couple other couples that are
Okay.
going, and so like
So all
those.
the women want to go.
You got it. The
And-
wives got together, bought us tickets, and said, "Hey
Like-
guys, you guys get to drink together."
Yeah. It'll be fun.
I think
Happy
it was like
birthday.
the old Simpsons joke, like, or some sitcom joke where the husband buys the wife a bowling ball for her birthday, and it's like, "Oh, you're not going to use that?" Like, here's those Chris Stapleton tickets you've been wanting so badly.
Is that Homer gif where he backs through the fucking shrubs
Through
not
the
best
bushes.
gif
I love
on
that
Earth?
shit. That shit is just great. He just disappears slowly.
It's got to be the best one.
It's pretty damn. It's up there
Yeah.
for sure.
You can like piece it with anything.
I know.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go up there. Hopefully, I don't get my ass kicked at this show.
Oh, you'll be threatened. I can guarantee
You
that.
wearing your bedazzled jeans?
I didn't know I had other jeans that I could wear. I assumed the Wranglers with the bedazzle.
The Wrangler Stranglers.
That's the one.
He's gonna be
Okay.
wearing. You know, he's
I
gonna be
feel
wearing
threatened.
a plaid shirt, all kinds of bracelets and necklaces.
You're wearing a hat, aren't you?
I have multiple.
I
cowboy
didn't ask
hats.
if you had one. I asked if you're wearing one.
I hadn't considered it, but now I think I'm
like a
mad.
cowboy hat or a trucker hat?
Cowboy hat.
I don't know. See, The new country thing is like you're kind of cool, right? You're a little hipster and
Roll
a
up
little
your cigarettes in your sleeve.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to wear it. I did buy like a Jason Aldean cowboy hat. It's like
Who?
a little Jason Aldean. Do you know who Jason Aldean is?
No.
He's another popular
What
new
in
country
the
guy.
fuck?
We like
How would I know this guy's name? Is he like?
I mean, he's one of the
On
more
the line?
popular. He's one of the more popular.
But if
yes,
you
he's on the
knew-
line.
If you
can-
knew that I'd never have dialed in a country channel on my radio in my life, how would I know who he was?
he was the guy that was performing when the shooting in Vegas happened at the country show.
Oh, okay.
that's why you like him?
No,
That
I'm just
doesn't
trying to
seem-
think of something Ely would know because he knows,
okay.
stuff like that. So
Now that you say it, I've heard the name.
there you go. See,
What-
that's an unfortunate way to.
It's a
bring that
really
home.
odd thing, and my wife and I talk about this all the time, about how like I don't have a country music bone in my body.
I was going to ask you why you've never listened to country music. I
No.
feel like you would like country music.
You never went through that stage?
Never.
No, because you were
no
listening
one
to rap
in
when
my
you were-
entire life growing up listened to country music ever. None of my friends in college listened to country music ever. So it's like, and it's really weird because I love slow, like Lumineers. Love them. Can't stand country music. That's
Yeah.
basically the same rhythm, same
Here's a,
tempo, same everything.
Here's a piece of
I don't
Very
understand
similar.
it. Why?
Very similar, for sure. Jason Aldean can suck my balls.
But see, as soon as I hear that twangy shit, I turn the channel. I have like zero interest in it. Anything with that cadence, I'm like, get the fuck off my radio.
See, I didn't like country because where I grew up, everyone liked country, and I just kind of got tired of it.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I realized I liked it more than I originally thought. And to me, it's like peaks and valleys. Like it's all just in the middle.
Right.
Like whereas some pop stuff I really like, and some of it is garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
And to me, like it's just good put on the radio and just have going on, back there.
Now, I can
background.
appreciate like some Johnny Whalen, some Willie, or something like that. But
They consider Chris Stapleton cut from that cloth. Like that's kind of what they say. He's outlaw country.
right.
And they consider that more like the old Waylon, Johnny type stuff. In fact, that song Tennessee Whiskey was actually a David Allan Coe song
Yeah, yeah.
that he redid. I'm psyched about it, man. I don't know what to make of what the scene's going to be like, but I'm in the
It's gonna be
lawn.
rad.
I
Rowdy
can
as
tell you
shit.
what the scene's going to be.
Yeah.
I got a fucking snapshot in my brain right now.
You're probably fairly accurate.
Yeah. Hella
Well-
pointy shoes.
Pointy shoes. I think he's a different kind of country than that.
What the fuck's that got to do with the people that are going?
I think you're going to get more of the
Boots are pointy, is what he's saying.
more like
Yeah.
tattooed country, not like pointy shoes and less George Strait, more George Thorogood.
I think you're under the impression that there's a difference to them.
I guess
Yeah.
I am. Yes, I'll let you know.
No.
Yeah, they're all in the same group.
That's right.
I'll let you know next week. I should
Well,
have-
and you got to think, like, what always killed me was, like, a lot of the people that like country, like, they live in the suburbs. They're not even, like, from the country.
yeah, I
I'm
started.
just baffled by how I was never exposed to it, I guess. I mean, obviously,
is weird.
some of the Garth Brooks shit in the 90s, everybody knows this shit from the parties. I get all that stuff. But I've never in my life sought out country music, ever. Like, and if it's on my dial, I'm like, quick.
That's crazy.
It's weird, isn't it? And I really don't understand.
Someone get that drop.
I know why, because I was never exposed, but I just find
Yeah.
it so odd because I see friends of mine that are like, they fucking love that
hard,
shit.
yeah.
And I'm like, that is so foreign to me.
But you know what? You love Alabama, like Dixieland Delight, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There are songs that
Absolutely
are in
there
your
are.
repertoire.
For sure. Yeah.
So it is kind of weird, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
you grew up in an area that at one time was pretty podunk.
Yeah, for sure. But like you grew up in a similar area to where I grew up, where there wasn't many country people.
Arizona, Chicago, D.C.
And you went to high school in a very similar area to where I went to high school, where it was
Definitely.
like there wasn't many big trucks and people didn't go mudding into your high school. It was like suburbia where there wasn't that shit. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
for some reason, I still listen to country. That's when I started listening to country, was in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
But you never listened to country in college.
Just like Alabama, stuff like that, like older country. No, that's not true. I used to listen to like George Strait and all that in college because I would get made fun of it in the frat house. So, because I was rocking country.
Really?
Not a lot. It was always just in like out there and something I would listen to.
Yeah.
You know, like
Because I would have picked it up there. I picked up a lot of music in college, being exposed to all you shitheads.
yeah, we used to listen to a lot of Clint Black in the fraternity house and stuff like that.
I was absent that day because that shit did not happen.
You
It was
were-
Pearl Jam and fucking Dave Matthews on repeat.
yeah. Well, you were absent for a lot of things though in college.
You mean for you?
No, well,
just
where
in the
the
fraternity
parties,
house?
the parties, and the people that I was hanging out with.
Yeah.
And the weird thing was, he was there the whole time.
He
Yes.
doesn't remember it.
Yeah,
And definitely
Like,
listening
no, I
to,
was
like-
playing tons of George Strait. I'm like, what?
we were listening to Mace.
Yeah, that's
Shit
right.
like that.
Yeah, tell me what you want.
A lot of Diddy.
Little P Diddy.
Yeah, for sure. And the family.
Yeah.
All of
Do I
those
sound a little
guys.
house?
You do. I was going to
yeah.
ask you why
Really?
you sound a
What's
little
going
hoarse.
I've been yelling at fucking Cub Scouts, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That is from yelling at Cub Scouts.
They were fucking
Yeah.
up?
No. Just like I have to project
Uh,
to get everybody's fucking attention.
Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to
I
a-
like the idea that they were fucking up and you were laying into them.
yeah.
Well, I do.
You little
I don't
maggot.
lay into them.
Yeah. Arlie Ermy all over their
Yeah.
ass.
You're never getting that badge, you little bitch.
Yeah, but I do get loud when I talk to the parents because I like to project.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you instilled a lot of confidence tonight. And then
Yeah, exactly.
your kid's really strong.
No, it sounds weird when it's low, but when I get loud, it sounds normal.
There you go.
Yeah,
You got that coach voice. That's coach.
That's right.
Yep.
You do.
I was talking to one of my buddies this weekend, Drum Cum,
Yeah,
Jimmy the Fisherman.
That's right.
and he's got his little girl in some kind of troops that I had never heard of, and they were out there partying, camping for the weekend. And he said all the dads had kegs and shit. And
That's
they were,
awesome.
And they were teaching these
think it's
7 to 9 year old girls how to shoot 22s while they were all
That's
drinking. I was
sweet.
like, what
What
is
was it?
this? I can't
Probably
remember. But
Indian guides. That's pretty popular these days.
Oh, really?
I've
well,
had a
he's
lot
going
of
to be
friends
the
that do that.
troop master next year, and I was
Nice.
like, that may be the better angle for what I'm trying to do with
Yeah.
Yeah, drinking and firearms with your children.
I
What
sure.
could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Well, you get it.
I walked out tonight and the bear den was doing pocket knife awareness, and they're all fucking cutting,
Whittling.
sticks into sharp objects, and I was like, I'm gonna turn around and go inside. One kid's like whittling, cutting
towards
towards
it,
right
yeah.
towards himself.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson once.
Mhm,
It
for
only
sure.
took one
Yeah.
time. I was cutting towards myself, making a hermit crab cage, and then the knife was stuck in my finger. And I was
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
hey, I got it now.
Makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
what they mean by cut away. It's all coming together now.
I've had a couple cheap ass knives fold up on my fingers before. That's always fun.
Yeah. Speaking of cutting away, don't you hate, like in the UFC fight, I guess everybody heard that Khabib and Conor, like shit would hit the fan after
Yeah.
the fight. And they pan out.
Yeah.
Like, I paid money for this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I want to see this shit hitting the fan.
I just watched 18 fights of
Right,
people
exactly.
beating the shit out of each
the
other.
fight before this, they were
Yeah.
bloody as shit. And
Yeah.
now I can't watch them
Yeah.
fighting.
I can't watch these yahoos
Yeah.
that aren't even fighters like wrestle each other.
Shit drives me nuts. Like, you're panning off. I want to see the fucked up shit.
It is stupid.
They should make it on pay-per-view. Oh, never mind.
Oh, wait.
But that's exactly right. If it's pay per
Think
view, I
about the
should just get to
kids.
see
That's
it all.
my point.
Like if someone dies, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's watch it.
Right.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
you
what
know
I'm
you're
paying
sounding
for.
awful and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. It's
I
no
mean-
holes barred.
I feel the same way. Like if I'm watching, every time you're watching a baseball game or football game, they never show the jackass like right out onto the
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
They always turn away, but then the announcers talk about it because they don't want to encourage it. Well, it's like I pay,
That guy had a huge hard on.
but like I pay for Sunday ticket. Like I'm essentially pay per view. You should not cut away from me. But yes, on ABC, maybe you screw
Yeah.
it. Cut away.
But it's UFC.
So back in the late 90s and early 2000s, we used to get together, my fraternity brothers and I, and we'd watch all these, as we have it on behind us at WWE, we get the pay-per-views, right? So we were all over at my buddy Fish's house watching one of them, and it was the one that dude fell out of the fucking rafters.
Hart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Hart died.
And they did that cutaway thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we've just had, something going on. We're watching wrestling. So what
Yeah.
are we thinking? We're thinking oh, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, and this is, pretty early on in the internet days.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
No one had the smartphones going. So it was like, you're watching wrestling. They make it sound like somebody got injured. A couple days later, we found out dude died.
That's
and
crazy.
You're just like, what the hell just happened here?
I did see some good footage of that fight, though, but it's all from cell phones, to your point.
Yeah.
I've seen a ton of cell phone footage of what went down.
That's funny, too. Like, all the big, divisions, the NBAs and the MLBs and the NFLs, like, they don't like to share their videos, They're all, like, protected under da-da-da. It's like, and then everyone has a cell phone and puts it out. So it's like, you should want all the eyes in the world seeing all of this stuff.
Well, that goes to I've always had that thing with the whole playing music.
Yes.
Copyright. Like, extra people hearing your shit is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would think.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
if
that's what I
someone was
just-
to ask me if I minded them playing my song at the beginning of their show, I'd be like, high five, dude.
Yeah.
Tear it up.
Yeah.
Like, what am I trying to do?
Yeah.
That's why when Troy started playing music, I was kind of like you can only do it for so long before we are now infringing,
But if you're talking about it, I think it
I think that does give you some, but like certain forums that we put this podcast out in have like a zero tolerance, even if you're so.
It's not like this is a song I just put together, y'all. yeah. In my garage, y'all heard it?
people say I sound just like Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
But he stole that from me.
Yeah.
No, it's silly. Like, you're not losing money. You're probably gaining listeners, right? Like, isn't that more likely
You
that's
would
what's
think.
happening?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the point. But no, God forbid we try to spread the word.
No, it's
Right.
all about the dollar. That's the sad part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can do it, but you got to pay me. Like,
Right.
you're going to get paid on coming around the other side. You're not getting paid right
But
now.
if some asshole wants to record from this, you holding a phone up for 10 seconds, and that's the clip that dude wants, how much money did you really lose?
Yeah,
None.
exactly.
Nobody's
Yeah.
got it. Those 10 seconds on loop in this
Yeah.
shitty quality.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fairly ridiculous. What can you do?
Do people still like share like they used to? Are there versions of like Napster and all that stuff?
I don't know how they managed to shut that down. I mean, there still is. There's always going to be those illegal Pirate Bay areas where people do that stuff. But they somehow made it mainstream to pay for a service and move on. I mean, it blows my mind that actually, like that genie was let out of the bottle.
And they bottled it back
They
up.
somehow stuffed it back in. I was like, how in the world did you
There's
pull
some
that
IT
off?
wizards out there that don't pay for shit, though.
Of course, and I
Yeah.
could still do it.
Yeah.
But they've made it so accessible, like
I said
the-
IT wizards.
the right way. But even I can do it.
What?
Is what I'm saying. I know where to stream all
You're
kinds
so
of
young.
shit. I am pretty young.
Dude, we went camping this past weekend, and I've been with my wife now for 14
Don't
years.
fuck this up.
14 years, I think. And
Your first wife or this second wife?
That's
she's the first one
Oh,
for
okay.
now.
18 minutes in. If you
Yeah.
need me to edit that, if you get
No,
home
no.
and find out it was
Yeah, no,
not.
she knows. She's been there.
Anyway, right after we started dating, for whatever reason, birthday or Christmas or something, she got me an iPod, and I still have it. And it's like the first generation iPod.
The big old
big-
spinny wheel one.
Yes.
Yeah.
No color screen,
Yep.
black and white screen. So the only way it works is it has to be plugged in, right?
Yeah.
Because the battery's fucking shot. So we were driving down going camping. And I pulled it out of the console and fucking plugged it in.
To your tape deck thing.
Pretty much, yeah. I have to plug it out of the headphone jack into the Bluetooth fucking
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And my oldest son was like, "Is that an iPod?" Like, he was floored by it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah."
He knew what it was.
But it's funny because a lot of that music on there is from back when I was living with my boys, and we were doing the Napster and the LimeWire and just all this bad
You
versions
got
of all these songs.
Every Celine Dion song ever.
Ever.
made.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard it.
He saw the sign.
And I don't even have
Ace
the
of Base ruled.
Yeah.
What's funny is I don't even have that music anymore.
Rules.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Song.
still.
Or Stapleton my ass.
There are no Ace of Base.
Yeah.
But I don't even have access to that music anymore. Like, that's on like 10. I mean, how long ago was it's my ex-roommate's computer from like, he's
Right.
probably had like 6 laptops since then.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was a desktop.
For sure.
Like, So I can't even get on there and edit anything. It's like, these are just the songs I'm stuck with on here for eternity.
That reminds me of one of the best things I saw this past week online, because I guarantee your old iPod is full of Limp Bizkit.
I do have
For
some
sure.
Limp Bizkit on
I'm
there.
sure of it. I mean, look, anyone who had a first-gen iPod who was around at that time, it's got Limp Bizkit on it. I'm sorry.
I did love some Limp Bizkit.
It's all about the he said, she said
Yeah.
bullshit.
When he's like, break your fucking face.
You,
Yes.
Dude, I love that.
Yes,
that song is
rules.
amazing.
Yeah.
I will still give that song props.
For sure.
Everyone cracks on Fred Durst, but
Who?
That's-
Who's everyone?
he's become the punching bag of that style of music. Like online, he gets beat up.
Really?
Yeah, people will be like, "Oh, you're like Fred Durst." Like it's just like synonymous with being a bitch.
Still one of the greatest concerts
I'm not
I've
saying
ever
they're
been to.
right. I think Limp Bizkit was all right for a moment there.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be it.
Yeah.
But I guess are you guys familiar with Insane Clown Posse?
Yeah,
ICP,
those
bitch.
fucking weirdos.
Okay, so you two juggalos are obviously
Well, I'm in the family, yeah.
all in.
Obviously.
Okay.
No, I'm not all in at all. I know who they are.
You dropped ICP right away.
Yeah, I know who they are.
So you just have the tattoo for no reason?
Yeah.
This
I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't know Chris Stapleton, but immediately
I've
was
just seen my
like
butt cheek. It's weird.
juggalo for life.
Yeah.
I guess one of the
It gets me into many concerts.
yeah, you just pull it down there. And go,
Yeah.
oh no, you're cool.
Show
Come
it
on
cheek.
in."
You're in.
Right.
Get in, brother. Hug it out.
Scan that barcode, dude.
Damn, number 3, you're early.
Yeah.
Old school. So they, one of the guys from Insane Clown Posse, apparently Insane Clown Posse,
Shaggy Two Dope.
and it might have been Shaggy 2 Dope actually. He has
What's the other one's name? Shaggy Two Dope and something J.
Krusty
or
the
something?
Clown.
hey.
I legitimately didn't know Shaggy Two Dope. Never heard of that shit in my life.
He's one of the two guys.
So this past week,
Sideshow Bob.
I guess Limp Bizkit and Insane Clown Posse have some like nerd beef. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna be the king of the bad
For sure.
rock.
The niche shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violent J.
It wasn't Violent J, it was Too Dope. So I guess they were both playing at some festival this past week.
Yeah.
And the beef has been spilling over for like 2 decades. Like apparently a long time ago, like Fred Durst brought them out on like the Warped Tour, and then right before it started, like kicked them off. Like it was his thing, and it pissed off Insane Clown Posse, and it's been quite the problem ever since.
Yeah, yeah.
So they both were playing this festival this past weekend.
I don't want to live in a world where Shaggy Two Dope and Fred Durst don't get along. I just don't want to be in that.
I concur.
Well, that's
Can we get a GoFundMe together?
Let's
probably
march.
Yeah. Let's march. We'll get our arts and crafts
Yeah,
together. We'll make
yeah.
signs.
Yeah.
And
I'll cut holes in paper plates.
Yeah. We
We'll
should
march.
do that. We should make some fucked up protests and go do it. For
Make a
like,
Facebook page
Yeah.
for Shaggy Two Dope and Fred Durst.
Yeah.
To
I
hug
think,
it out?
Yeah.
Super Bowl should be on Saturday. Like, that's a good one. Yeah.
So I guess Insane Clown Posse played, right? And then they came off, and then it was a couple shows later. Fred Durst went on, and I guess Too Dope just sat around and got all fucked up and decided, you know what, I'm going to end this beef tonight. Like, this is the
This
place.
was this last weekend?
Yeah.
Really?
So he goes and slips around backstage because he's got all the credentials.
Yeah.
And Fred Durst
So he
is
wasn't
out there.
wearing a ninja outfit.
No, and he came out like not in full Insane Clown Posse dork gear, like
Yeah.
as Too Dope at God Given's name, you know,
Yeah.
the real.
His
Yeah.
Christian name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Excuse me, Mr. Two Dope. Can I have your autograph, please?
Fred Durst is talking up, like hyping up the crowd after a song. Like he finishes up and he's hyping up the crowd, and Too Dope comes running out full speed, jumps up in the air to drop a drop kick on this motherfucker. Goes
his
up,
back, right?
gives it everything he's got, and misses the drop kick on stage.
Oh,
And I'm talking, he was full on committed. And you see
Double
this dude,
footer or like a-
double footer?
No.
Yes, it was beautiful.
That is like Liu Kang.
It
Full
was-
on
yes,
Liu Kang.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
This fat fuck comes running out,
Oh,
jumps up,
my gosh.
double foots with everything he's got. And Fred Durst is right on the edge of the stage. Had
Yeah.
this connected, he could have killed Fred Durst. Like
Right.
come off into a
Snapped his neck back.
Oh, it would have been amazing. And he kicks, and it goes blip. Like one of the feet connects on his shoulder, and he just kind of turns his shoulder real quick and turns around, and he's like, this pussy missed me.
He says that?
Yes, to the
That's
whole
hilarious.
crowd. He's like, this pussy missed me. And then, like, he doesn't even know it's the dude from Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, really?
Like, it's how it appeared.
Yeah, yeah.
Fred Durst is like, get this fucker off the stage. And, like, then he's going nuts, and all the security's, like, whooping him up. And he's like, it's one guy, people. Are you serious right now?
That's
like,
why
you're
Fred Durst is the best. I've been saying
That's
it for
hilarious.
years.
You got it. You got to put that up on the Facebook
So there's
page.
a video of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
There's video from backstage where someone took it, and then someone who was right in the crowd, and you see this dude lay out a double kick and just dink.
What would have been better for Fred Durst if he would have landed or missed?
Insane Clown Posse would be so popular right now if he had connected and knocked
So would
that
Fred
dude
Durst.
off the stage. Fred Durst would have just become more of the joke that he is. I think the best thing that could happen for Fred Durst,
I disagree. He'd be in the news again.
he'd be in the news, but he got tapped, and his attitude was like, this pussy missed me. I think that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, but that shit's not on national news because he didn't connect.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Had he connected, Fred Durst's name would be
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Right.
It was glorious.
It was pretty awesome.
That's
it was
awesome.
too dope.
Was it?
Yeah.
Way too?
Yeah, way too dope.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of a drunk fuck? That's your one moment. You connect. You connect with everything
Yes,
you got.
you have to.
And he just blink.
And if you don't, you got to hang up your spurs, I feel like.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're just
Send the
the
old horse out to the pasture.
tame clown posse.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Uncoordinated clown posse.
yeah. I mean, what's more juggalo than sucking at fighting?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That is, he's
For
officially
sure.
now the king of the juggalo.
Right
Did he
on-
land right on the stage or did he fall down like
Right
in the
on
orchestra?
brand.
right on the stage.
Oh.
Boom. He's just laying there
That
all
is
defeated.
great. Yeah, he is.
I just love that he must have been backstage drinking with all the
Was
boys.
he playing? They were both playing the same venue?
Yeah, it was like a festival of like
That's awesome.
like bands like that. They'd played earlier in the day. And you just know he was drinking all day.
Oh, for sure.
And finally he was like, you know what? I'm going to kick his ass. I'm going to end this once
Right
and for all,
now.
right in front of all these fucking fans.
Yeah,
He failed.
for sure.
Just
Well,
juggalos
look like-
everywhere.
I've broken boards before.
Juggalos everywhere just
You look
took off
like a
their
huge
makeup.
asshole if you did connect. Because, I mean, you're literally sneaking up behind the guy while he's performing. You look like a huge fucking idiot if you'd actually kicked his ass off the stage.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's hilarious.
You just got to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's excellent. We'll put that up on the Facebook page.
It's
Remember to
already
do that.
done.
Oh, you already put it on
Yep,
there?
just now.
You are real time, my friend.
Yeah,
I would have forgotten if I didn't.
me too.
Broke the fourth wall.
It's like when I read the damn ITPH email. And
Yeah.
I just have a one word subject or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just something in the subject line. I'm like, the hell did I do that I thought was so cool that I had to talk about this?
Yeah, I thought you were having a mini stroke pre-show when we were going over everything because of that.
I was devastated. All it said was Inception shit.
And
And
then
I'm
you were
like-
like researching your sent emails and like you're
And
like,
I'm asking Troy, I was like, what was the 6th? All right, 126 on the 6th. What was I doing?
What was
Apparently,
going on in
I
the
didn't,
world?
I didn't send that in.
Yeah. So speaking of fucking coronary, did you say you had a heart attack or something?
hit a stroke last week.
Yeah, having a stroke.
2
So
weeks, 2 weeks.
I had a dream, I don't know, 2 nights ago, something like that. It was like, 2 nights ago. And I had this dream that I'm in my car and I'm driving through this neighborhood and I'm stopped and all of a sudden it's like a tsunami and the water's like rushing out of the woods, out of everywhere, and it's like, you've seen those
Oh,
videos from
God.
Japan, it's like filling up.
Yeah, that's
and I'm
not
like,
good.
holy fuck, like I'm freaking out. I get out of my car, I get on the hood of the car, on the roof of the car, and it's like filling up.
Oh damn.
Yo, yeah. I end up jumping off the back, getting to some higher ground, and running.
This was a dream. This didn't really happen.
No,
Okay.
yeah. I was safe.
Just clearing it up.
Yeah. So I'm running. Well, at the time, I think it's real,
Yeah.
obviously. I'm running up this tree, and the dream was very long, but that was essentially the gist of it. You know what I mean? I climb up this tree, and eventually the water subsides. My car won't start. I get this random dude jump starts the car, and I end up going and leaving. I'm like, fuck. So I wake up, and I tell Angela this dream. I'm like, the shit is crazy. I fucking, same thing. I got on the car, I ran, I got up the tree, eventually the water subsided, and, got a jump start and I left. And she's like, that's fucking insane. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, the dude that jump started my car was the dude that sold us our Yukon. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the dream. She's like, you're just talking to me like I know what you're talking about. I had dreamt that I told her about the fucking dream right after I had the goddamn dream. It was like the most mind-blowing fucking thing I've ever gone through. Like, I would have bet my house and my firstborn that I had just told her about this dream 30 seconds ago.
Wow.
It was mind-blowing, dude. I was like, holy fuck. You mean I didn't just tell you about this? How did I just have a fucking dream, come to, have another dream that I told you it, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Wow.
It was crazy as shit, dude.
That is crazy,
Dude,
man. What
it was
the
fucking
hell?
nuts.
I bet your head was about to explode.
You should have seen me. I was like, are you fucking with me right now?
You're fucking with me.
Like, we just had this conversation a minute ago. The dude I just told you about to jump start in my car was this dude. She's like, you're talking like I know what the fuck you're talking about.
When did your car need a jump?
Right.
Yeah. When did you see that guy?
Yeah.
Now,
That
let me
shit
tell
happens.
you about the dream I had. This water comes running out of it.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, God.
what the fuck?
That's where I thought that was
Exactly.
going.
No.
I had the same dream.
That's exactly where I thought that was going,
Fucking
too.
Inception shit.
That's
dude.
even weirder.
I know.
Wow.
I don't even remember dreams much.
I was going to say, I don't remember a lot of my dreams.
You remember like I'd say my average is probably once every 6 months or 3
That
months.
you remember?
That I remember
Yeah.
a dream.
I'm remembering them more often lately.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I got. See,
Are they
I got,
weird? Do you have
They're
reoccurring
always,
dreams?
I do have
I
reoccurring
do have,
I
I
dreams.
do
don't.
have some odd ass reoccurring.
Dude, I've
dreams.
had, and it's like I have forgotten about reoccurring dreams, and then like forever, I used to go to this club in Vegas, and I just thought it existed, and then I realized that I've been dreaming about this place.
So it's not a real club.
long
No.
enough that you thought it was real.
So
Yes.
it wasn't like you had gone to this club back at a bachelor party
No.
and now you keep.
No, not at all.
Wow.
It's fucking weird, man.
You're like telling your boys, like,
Yeah,
remember
wait,
when we were at that
that's
club?
right, yeah.
They're like, what are you talking about?
yeah,
You ever-
legitimately.
you ever woken up from a dream and you still think that it really happened?
Yes, I've had that feeling.
Like I've had that shit where like all of a sudden like I meet some girl and then like
Yeah.
things
the
get,
guilt.
Yeah, and then I wake
No,
up.
I
and
never
I'm
have
like-
that.
I'm like, "Ugh, I can't believe I
What a
did
piece of
that.
shit
What a
I
Except
am.
my
piece of
dreams
shit."
never end with me going to bed.
I don't know. I
Because I
just
wake up and I'm like, oh,
I
I'm
just
not
wake
at the
up
party.
and
I'm right
think-
here. That shit wasn't real.
see. I wake up and think I did it, and then like
Oh,
that
really?
that
Yeah.
guilt. I've had guilt sit with me for like 5-10 minutes, like going about my day. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm
The
gonna-
wife's going to be so
I don't know
mad.
how I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell her.
Did I
like-
pterodactyl those two dudes? I sure hope so.
I can't wait to tell my wife.
That's right. Oh, you're gonna be so proud.
And one of the dudes was a guy that sold the Yukon.
Yeah,
Well, honey, you were right.
I have a talent.
No, that's not accurate.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Dude, this you guys ever fuck with these bird scooters?
So
No.
I haven't fucked with them. I've read about them. Well, at first I was hearing about them and reading about them. And I was like, what in the holy hell are these things? And then I was downtown by VCU, and I saw one just literally sitting in the middle of the sidewalk. Like
In the
not-
middle of the sidewalk?
Yeah, like not tied up to anything. Like they just so I did
But like
some,
tucked away, or you have to walk around the bitch.
literally just sitting right next to a building. Like just boom right there. Not at a bike rack, not fucking anywhere. Just kickstand up right in the fucking sidewalk.
So I don't know if everyone
Are they
out
like
there.
the ones that are like just a little bit bigger than a razor with the big ass thing in the back?
So they're like a razor, but a thicker like pedestal that you stand on because it has a battery pack in it. So I
Yeah.
looked it up and did the research, and it seems like pretty good deal. Like in
Well, yeah,
Richmond,
if people don't know what they are, I've been going around to all these cities, and like Nashville's full of them.
yeah,
You know, it's like
big cities have them.
Virginia Beach is full of them right now.
Have you used one yet?
Yeah, I'll get to that. So I started going to all these cities, and I'm noticing scooters everywhere. Like anytime I'm in a big city, people are just zooming around. And you're right. It looks like a Razor scooter with a slightly bigger tire on it. It's got a battery pack on it somewhere. And what it is got a QR code up on the handlebars, and you get the app and you go up to it, you scan it, and that unlocks it and then registers it to you because you have to put in a credit card, scan your driver's license so like they know you're 18 because you can't do it if you're not 18. So you scan this bad boy and it registers it to you, and it's like, all right, you're good. It charges you $1 as soon as you scan it, and it unlocks. Then you see, boom, it powers up. You see like the little digital display.
That doesn't make sense.
You know how much.
How does it charge itself?
So it powers up. You jump on it. You give it a couple pushes. You hit
certain
the
people are
throttle.
allowed to. Certain people are chargers.
Well, and that's what I think is amazing. So these things go 15 miles an hour, zipping around all day, and they're easy as shit to drive.
And they only charge you like it varies per city, but like Richmond, it's 15 cents a minute.
Really?
So
Yeah,
you can
15
ride that
cents.
thing for 10 minutes, and you're out $1.50 plus your dollar. So you're out $2.50. I mean, you can cover a lot of ground in 10 minutes. Zipping around on one of those.
At
things.
15 miles an hour, you can cover a lot of ground in 10 minutes, especially in a city. Like you
you're
can
trying
get
to
wherever.
go 20 blocks, and you see one of those, you can just jump on it and be there.
I was in Baltimore last week, and I wanted to actually go to this place. I was in Inner Harbor, and I came walking out, and I was like, man, I really don't want to be here. Like, I don't like Inner Harbor. Like, it's just the touristy crap.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to go to Dick's Last Resort. I wanted to go to this place, Mama's on the Half Shell, which is in Canton, which...
Isn't the place
Ohio?
you drug people to that took forever to walk to?
I don't know if I would drag... No, that's a little tiny Italian place that I'm
Yeah.
talking about. I love that place. But I was actually right by that place and decided I wanted to go the other side. Now, Canton, for people who know, you got Inner Harbor, then you got to go through Fells Point, then you finally get your way out to Canton. Like it's 2 neighborhoods removed from where I was. And
So
typically...
how many miles is that?
It was an hour and a half walk when I looked it up.
What the map said.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, that's
So what,
brutal.
3 to 5 miles?
But it's usually like a $10 Uber ride for me is about what it costs. And I was like, man, I wish I had one of them bird scooters. And I looked on the app, and it tells you where all the birds are around.
Oh,
you.
really?
Because they're all GPS.
Yeah, so I open up the app, and there's the map, and it's like, all right, there's one 2 blocks away. So I just walked that way, scanned that bad boy, hopped on it, and I was there in no time. The entire ride from there all the way down to Canton was $2.30. I was like, that
Would
was
you
awesome.
tip it?
How long did it take you? That's awesome.
All right.
Hey, little scooter.
Here, a fucking comedian.
That was pretty
Hey, little
funny.
scooter. You did great.
You're getting 6 stars.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to slide this 5
Yeah.
right under
Exactly.
your tire.
Can I oil your chain or anything?
But this thing's gonna start cutting into Uber. In fact, to the point that Uber just bought stake in one of them. I'm not sure which one. But
Oh, there's already a competitor?
yeah, so there's Lime. The ones that I've seen are Lime and Bird, but there's another brand, and so they're all kind of the same concept. But they're badass, but they're causing a bit of a problem. To your point, I mean, you were asking like where are they sitting?
Yeah.
People just dump them wherever the fuck they
Yeah.
want, and you'll see them kind of littering the streets in some of these cities. Like you're walking.
I feel like
down
that's
the
a
road.
testament to fucking people sucking.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that are fucking retards that are like, I'm going to drop it in the middle of the sidewalk because
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to think of a good idea to tuck it away
Or it's
somewhere.
easier for me than
Right.
to find a bike rack and leave it. Because I think the
fucking
app
hate-
tells you to leave it
out of the way.
Out of the
it,
way,
it
yeah.
does. It tells you, it's like, please leave this out of the way. And you know what it wants you to do? It wants you to take a picture of where you parked it. And so as just like a test, the last time I was like, I wonder how they check to see what I did. So I parked it nice, tucked away, like on the side, put it up against a building, like out of the way. And then I took a picture across the street. Like didn't even take a picture of it. And it was like, thank you. And I was like, all right, so your AI sucks.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
know, like, are you going to ding me? Do I have to take an accurate picture?
Yeah.
Took a picture of the bar across the street, and it was like, perfect.
Well, I guess maybe the AI says it's near this bar, so if you know it's near whatever bar, that's good enough, right? Maybe. I don't know.
I guess so. But yeah, it's wild because there's a lot of people, like, as soon as they come into a neighborhood, the first thing that happens is that little government, like Richmond got them. Like couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
And what happens is they just show up one day. Bird will come in and not really.
Say much.
They won't say anything to
Well,
the.
there's not a lot of
come in the
infrastructure
middle of
to
the
it.
night, then just drop them off.
They literally do. There's a place called Ness, and Ness is where they get dropped off every morning.
What do you mean nest?
They just call them a nest because they're birds.
Nest.
Nest.
But is the nest like a
There's like-
street corner? Is it a storefront? What
Yeah,
the
it'll
fuck
be a
is-
certain location where they'll put like 10 of them
in a building.
just outside somewhere. Boom, line them up.
They don't.
they-
They're
where
not
they-
renting this space.
No, they are not. Public spaces. And that's what pisses off all the politicians and all like the civil workers. They're like, yo, we can't just have people racing around on these damn things. So what happens is, like in Richmond, they all got dropped off and they started putting them in the nest.
We can't have people making money without us making
Well,
money.
that's what it matters.
That's
what
a
it comes down
big
to.
part of it,
Yeah,
right?
Of course it is.
I
So-
heard somewhere that it was some legality to the like helmet laws or something. But what confused me with that is, as far as I know, you don't have to wear a helmet when you ride a bike, and you're going a lot
There's
faster
no
on
law.
a bike.
Yeah, there's no law that says you have to wear a helmet. That's just what they try to ding them. They go, no, you're not safe with
And
our
Bird tells you on their app
wear a helmet.
to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
They certainly do. But so they
But
came
what
in.
Yahoo's carrying around a helmet, hoping they find a goddamn bird.
Especially when you are a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a tool joke. But so that's like when they came into Richmond, they dropped them off, and they immediately the kids started using them. The VCU students.
So how long have they been?
The cops
here?
started picking them up. The cops started picking them up immediately and impounding them.
Really?
And then Bird would have to come and get them. But Bird
They
will.
send in the wolf.
But yeah, so what Bird will do though is they know this is the fight they're going to have.
Yeah.
So they come in and they drop a bunch off. People get excited. They start running them around. Then the cops come out and they chase them. Then the next day,
Demand.
knowing they're impounded, they bring in more. Boom, drop them at the nest and go. And it'll go until finally somebody acknowledges Bird.
Yeah. The
and
police
goes,
are like, we're tired of picking these motherfuckers
yeah.
up.
yeah. And then it's like, they put like an injunction, like you can't bring these in our city, which then Bird gets to be like, why not?
Yeah.
All I'm doing is putting cheap transportation in your city. And the politicians don't like it because they're like, we just put in a bus line. We've
Yep.
got all this. Then Uber gets pissed. They're like, you're cutting into our stuff because that ride would have taken me over $10. And I got to do it in less time because I didn't have to deal with traffic. I was in bike lanes
Yeah.
for $2.30.
What percentage of people do you think are not comfortable riding a scooter?
At
At least 50, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, sure. Until they
Yeah.
try it. I mean, it's so.
But they're not going to. I'm saying people that are like, no one's like, I'm going to test this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I thought that too. I thought, look, anyone over 40 probably is looking at it going, I'm not into this, and anyone under 40 is like, I got to try this. I mean,
Well,
that would- in my
No, the
mind.
percentages are just different.
But when I go into these cities, like you go somewhere like in Nashville or you go into Baltimore and you see everyone using them, I'm not
It's
kidding.
contagious, you're saying.
During the middle of the day, the vast majority of the people you see on them are business people in suits
Really?
because they don't want to walk and get all sweaty in their suit.
Mm-hmm.
They hop on this bitch and race to lunch. Go
6
a
blocks.
mile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab lunch.
That is awesome.
Walk out, grab one, shoot back, and they're so fast and they ride, they handle so good, and you're so small. You know, you can dart around between anything.
Yeah.
But it's causing problems. Last week,
They're going to have to put their own. They're going to make them put in their own fucking bike racks.
but that's the beauty of them is that you don't have to, because all these cities put in the dockless bike or the bike system, so you have all the docks, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to return it to the dock. Well, that becomes a pain in the ass.
It does.
As liberating as it is to have access to that bike, you do know that you don't get to go to the bar. You have to go over here and drop it off and then walk a block back.
To be fair, anywhere you don't get to go directly from point A to point B.
Yeah, but a Bird scooter is
That's the advantage.
literally
of the whole
point
business
A to
model.
B.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, you asked about how they charge them.
Yeah.
This is its own economy that they've created here, where if you write into Bird and go, hey, I got a house that's in this area and I have electricity, then they'll go, okay, cool, we dig you. You charge them, and it's like $20 a charge for
They
each.
pay you.
Yeah, because your job then is to pick them up,
Hunt them down.
hunt them down, so you get your version of the app that shows where they are when they're running low on battery.
Please tell me it's a cool name like the bird catcher.
I don't know what that's called
It's gotta
actually.
be.
They call them hunting, bird hunting. And so basically, all you
Good
need
bird hunting.
is you just need to get one.
Like falconers.
Yeah, you just need one dude that has been given the green light to charge.
Oh yeah, you're holding your arm.
Yeah,
up.
that's right. The bird's sitting on my arm.
So you get one dude who gets all the plugs for these things, and then that dude's house.
Or they
can-
probably have multiple dudes that do that.
but like if
Yeah.
you're so what
There's gonna be falconer fights.
there already are
Really?
and it's becoming its own economy and its own little world.
Oh yeah,
Where
because I
awesome.
guess
Where
that's a
high-
job, right?
high school
Yeah.
kids are getting out, and it's like 7:00, 8:00 at night because like by 9:00 they had to be off. Like they're off the streets.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, you want them off. You don't want them running around at night, even though they have like LED lights on them and all kinds of stuff. Like
Just
How
for
do they control that?
liability.
They turn them off.
yeah, they just don't go.
Yeah, I guess they could power them off.
Yeah, they can power them off
GPS.
remotely. So the kids come out. So I didn't realize what I was seeing at first, but I'm going through some like bad parts of the city, cruising along, and all of a sudden I see like kids coming along with like 3 bird scooters hanging off the back of the one scooter they're on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they fucking stealing scooters? Like, what good does that do you? You
Yeah.
have to register? Like,
And they're all GPS tracked. And
Yeah,
all that.
so, like, you
Yeah, I
can't-
still don't understand this. Like how you keep them from getting stolen. Like what's to keep me from just taking 5 of them?
there's a whole Instagram. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like bird destruction or something. It's like a hashtag. People are going around and destroying them or like throwing them in rivers and then taking pictures and all using this hashtag. So there's a revolt happening. And then there's all the people who embrace the shit out of them. Then you got the politicians who are like, we're not making money on this.
Those are all the get off my lawn people.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep.
Then you got the cabbies who are pissed off. Then you got
Yeah.
the
Well, that's
bus
who it is.
drivers.
Uber drivers
For
throwing
sure.
them in, throw them in
And that's
all the
why
rivers.
Uber invested.
What is this?
That's why Uber invested. Uber said, you know what? This is the future.
That is very smart on their part.
But I'm loving watching these kids scoop up all these birds and race them around the city because if
Uber
I'm-
should just buy it out. They probably will.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah.
But they've got like, say you're getting $20 for every one you charge at night. So why can't I just pay any inner city kid who brings me one $5? So now these kids got a side hustle where they can make $30-40 fairly easily just
Yeah.
by running around in the city with their app.
What do you mean bring you one?
Like
'Cause
you
you-
outsource it to me. Like you have the hub, and instead of you going and picking up 5 of them, you go.
You hire some kids.
Yeah, hey Troy, I'm gonna give you $5. You go get them.
Yeah, every scooter you bring me between 8 and 9:30 tonight, I'll give you $5. So these kids are tearing around at the end of the night, getting all the birds back over there. And then if it's after the hours, they can't throw them on the bird. They're throwing them in cars.
So they're basically
Driving
like
them over.
pimps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
They
you
got
got
their-
this whole economy, and it's crazy. Like high
You
school
better make
kids
with my bird, bitch.
and
Yeah.
even in the
You
middle
ain't
of
producing.
the
You brought me 3 birds tonight.
Yeah.
day. You ain't
It was 5
producing.
birds last week.
I'm cutting you off.
Yeah.
I'm only giving you $4 now.
Right.
You're failing. You didn't hit your quota. Yeah, I'm digging it, man. Because say a bird starts to run low, it's down to like 15% battery in the middle of the day. A kid who just got out of school can look and be like, "Oh shit, there's a dying bird over there. Get it."
Oh,
run
so
it over to the
their
spot."
app keeps up with
tells them what
how
they
much
need to know.
battery's left and when
Yep.
they
Yeah.
need to get
Yep.
charged.
So then they know which ones to hunt. And so you'll see a situation where like a bird sitting there and the battery's dying and like 2-3 people show up because it'll send out an alert like, boom, I'm dying. And then all those little apps go off and those people go scrambling for it.
That's crazy.
So it created this whole new world. So
How long does it
bird-
take to charge them?
I don't know. They said overnight, but I don't think it really takes that long. It's got to be like a 3-hour charge, I would guess. But these people are tearing around everywhere.
crazy.
It's a brilliant business model because all you have to do is maintain the scooter. You don't have to set up a dock. You just
Right.
pay the people to do it. And then so they're incentivized to go out and get the damn things. And
How
I'm
much does a
incentiv-
scooter cost, you wonder?
One of those. Like
$500?
I don't know.
I doubt they cost that much. I mean, these things are just Razor scooters with a
Well,
little
if you're
engine.
buying-
Are they
About
really
the-
razors? Like the tiny little wheel? Like they're
It's got a
unstable
wheel.
as
It's got a
shit?
wheel about 6 inches across, I would say.
Okay.
Whereas a Razor scooter is like a 3-4 inch
Yeah.
wheel at most. So it's a slightly bigger wheel. I
Different
know it
handlebars like those shits or
No, it just looks like a.
it's a beefier Razor.
really?
Really is. It's amazing. I took it across cobblestone. That sucked.
I'm sure.
Like I'm
Yeah.
just rattling my fillings out of my head. But,
I can dig it.
Well, now they're having liability issues. Did you hear what happened?
well, we got the first DUI. I saw that. Did you
Yeah.
see that? That was in L.A. last week. Some guy was 3 times over the legal limit flying down the street on a bird. And I think it's like he clipped some old man.
Yeah, knocked down some old man, and I don't think he got injured very, seriously.
But now that sets the precedence, right? Like now I can't be drunk on a bird? Well, that's no fun.
Yeah.
The good news is that
It's precedent.
Precedent, what'd I say?
Precedence.
Well, they set the precedent.
They did.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't know why you're using it in
the
plural.
whole DUI thing is weird.
Yeah, weirdo.
The whole
That's
DUI
gross.
thing's weird too because I've heard of people getting DUIs on bikes and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
are you trying to keep the street safe or are you just being
Just
a
trying to
dick?
make money.
Yeah,
Dude, you know how to fucking ruffle my feathers, don't you?
But that's it.
I
That's what
fucking
they're
hate
doing.
police fundraising. It's
Yes.
the worst shit ever. And the even crazier part about it is if you have friends that are cops, they'll tell you that it's really
yeah.
They have to do it.
They have to. Well,
Yeah.
no, they'll tell you that it's not fundraising. We're saving these people. They will legitimately tell you that
They know better.
deep in their belly, but they don't. It's like they've been brainwashed at the academy that they're like, no. This you not having a turn signal has saved 5 people's lives or killed 5
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So we're really doing that.
Yeah.
It's like they brainwashed the foot soldiers, but the fuckers
Yep.
in the government are
They
like,
know.
oh,
Yeah,
we need that
they
revenue,
know.
bitch.
You got to bring in 10
Yeah.
grand a month. I don't care how you do it.
So I want to ride 20 blocks to get drunk at the bar on my bike, and I'm going to get DUI. When would you rather me take my car?
Which is how, excessive crimes in inner cities, minorities getting busted in inner cities happens that way because when you're like, you've
Yeah,
got
because
to
if you
bust 20
can't-
people, they're like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go wander down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of people.
That's exactly what happens.
Absolutely.
Because if I'm out here in the suburbs and there's no action,
Right.
Yeah.
well, I can just
And
go in
no
there and
people.
rustle up those
yeah.
kids
You're
on
gonna
that
tell me I
corner.
got to get 10 a month? Cool.
So you go out of your jurisdiction, rustle up some kids on a corner, check all their pockets so you
Yeah.
find someone with a dime bag, and then go, pff, busted.
I remember
It's bullshit.
I remember as a young kid just thinking, why are the police departments basically working for the DMV for free? I was confused by that. I'm like, so you didn't get a new fucking sticker on your car? The police should stop you for that? That's a DMV issue. If they want to fucking police that, then they should have their own police out fucking. I want the police fucking getting the murderers and the rapists off the fucking streets, not
the bird scooter.
Your license plate is 2 months past due, so fucking let's come over here and talk about it and come to court. No, fucking get the DMV to do that shit.
Yeah, it's all the state, though.
Well, it's like you said, it's all money.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
And that's why they get mad when these scooters show up because there's no way to. They're not paying taxes.
they'll find a
They're
way
not
to get
doing
their
anything.
money, and then they'll say it's
scooter
awesome.
jaywalking tickets.
Yeah. So you start you get them off the street, and then you make Bird enter into negotiations with you.
If
Yeah.
I was going to
Bird's
say,
job
if
is to
Bird
get
had-
enough people excited about it so that they have a groundswell saying, no, we want them.
see, that's where Bird went wrong because if they'd gone to the government first, the government would have been all in.
I thought everyone had heard.
Yeah. What's the word?
That's the bird.
The mayor heard.
Yeah. Ooh, meow, meow.
Meow.
I'm going to be singing that every time I see those
I
things.
know, right?
But now that I've ridden them, I like cities that allow them better because I'm like, this is cool. This is in between taking an Uber and walking. I've now found that
Look,
gray area.
it's not.
Well, it's
100
totally in your wheelhouse. Like you're
Oh,
the
God,
guy
here
that
it comes.
takes his longboard to a fucking
Oh,
wedding.
that's true, though.
Yeah,
I
you
know
do.
what I mean?
So
Like,
I'm,
yeah.
This is right up. Like if you could get a Marty McFly scooter skateboard, you'd have it in a heartbeat.
I made one of those once with my grandpa.
I know you did. I didn't even have to know you did to know you did.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to make a big deal about the safety aspect of it when it's like,
We all do
This
shit
is-
that's not safe
look.
all day long.
Bubble wrapping the world.
are
dude.
they not safer than fucking
You want to talk about football again?
taking your 5,000-pound car down the fucking road? Come
you,
on.
You hit a
Yeah.
nerve with that. I had a lot of people like, Ely's right. This is bullshit. And I had 2 guys over here the other night talking about, Ely's right, man. We are so fucking soft.
Yeah.
They were all
They
upset.
know what's up.
Yeah, they did. They did. I was like, yeah, he
We
liked you
fucking
guys.
watched him kick the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Why am I the only one that thinks that's fucking crazy?
There was another rough in the passer just yesterday that was fucking Mickey Mouse where, like, the fucking dude was on the ground and reached out and hugged the fucking quarterback's legs, and he was like penciled straight up and down and couldn't move.
timber.
And just fell over, and they're like, flag. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, and then there was another play yesterday where literally a fucking dude stood up the quarterback and then let him go, and the quarterback scrambled out and fucking threw the ball. Like, because he knew, he was like, I'm going to get fucking flagged up here.
Jesus.
Sad world we live in.
Grinds my gears.
You know what I mean?
But you see they're getting smart, though. Have you seen a couple kickers that are pooching it to the moon so that it lands like right on the 5? And then, like, the guys are getting down there and tackling them in the 10 to 15-yard zone.
The drop kick is starting to come back, which
Is
I
it?
like. Yeah,
I haven't seen them doing that.
Yesterday, there was a guy doing the drop kick, and he could get it to fall between the 5 and the 10, like, consistently by doing the
Yeah,
drop
but you
kick.
can't drop kick the kickoff.
No, not the opening at the half or
Yeah.
the beginning, but all the rest, you can do it. So he was doing it, and he's just there. This dude wasn't kicking him high; he was just screaming him. But the way he puts the spin on it when it hits, it's like it's
No,
dead.
I'm saying like on the kickoff.
On the kickoff,
they sky it all the way up, and instead of it going out of the end zone, it goes so high.
But shouldn't they always kick it out of the end zone? Because isn't it always better to not have the
Not
chance?
if you can kill that dude, because he might fumble it, he might miss the
Yeah,
catch.
but
Yeah.
if the guy catches the ball, he has a chance of running it back. If
Yeah,
you kick it out of
but
the end
you have
zone, there is no chance of scoring.
But
No,
that's
the flip
it.
side of that's true though too is that if you never give it to him, there's no chance of you know what I mean. If you
You
ever
know
getting
what
the
you're
ball.
getting if you kick it out.
that's what I'm
You've
saying.
created a
That's why
wild
that's the
card.
better version of it.
Yeah, when you're tied up with 2 minutes left.
No,
But-
because
If I was a coach, I would say kick it out of the end zone every single time.
not why the odds are that you're going to tackle the person though.
I'd say get me a grown ass kicker.
The
The odds are better that you're going to tackle the guy.
yes, but there's no chance of
There's no chance for a negative if you kick it out.
yes,
Yes.
and that's why certain coaches
But
hand
I
it off
I
more than
think
they
I
throw
would
it
agree
because
with Ely. I would
if you
I would
throw
kick
it, 3 things can happen, right? You can
Catch it,
complete
incomplete,
yeah.
or picked off.
2 of them are bad. That's why when you hand it off, the odds are better that positive
'Cause-
things are going to
Yeah,
happen.
now it's just fumble or yardage.
Exactly.
So it's 50-50.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm with Ely, though. I'd rather take the chance if my kicker is so dialed in that my guys are there.
Right.
When it comes down, then why not?
Right.
I'll gamble. I mean, I'm paying this. Even my worst player is making $500,000 a year. He better go hit that dude.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how I look at it. Of course, the coach is like, I pay that dude $6 million a year to catch it and avoid those
Exactly,
dudes.
yeah.
So
That's how good your special teams is, I guess.
it cuts both ways. Troy, do you have a beer over there? All this talk about America getting so soft.
Jeez.
Either I got to get you on a bird scooter.
I'm down.
But
I did that Segway tour. I think Segways would be fucking awesome.
I think the Segway is dead because of these scooters.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd rather have a Segway though.
Segway's making these scooters now. Like they have a version.
Really?
Segway has inline skates coming out in November
Ooh,
that are
really?
powered.
No, they're basically like a hoverboard that's broken in 2 is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's not really just a straight
That's
line.
what I heard.
It's more like roller skates then.
Well, no, it's not like you have I don't think you have to connect it to your feet or anything. I think it's just like you stand on it.
Ah, that would make sense.
No.
Oh, you could try. You're going to love this. You take a whole one.
Oh, okay.
You're going to love it. Here
Oh,
you
you're
go.
not joking.
Oh, I don't care what you do with it. These things come in 15 packs for cheap. So this is very interesting here. We have pulled out. Last week we teased it. I wanted to bring it. We have got the Founders All Day IPA. This has become the go-to kind of beer drinkers, like heavy drinkers IPA. For whatever reason, this
I know what reason.
because it's cheap.
No,
What's that?
because it doesn't taste like a fucking heavy IPA.
Well, yes,
Normal people want to drink regular beer.
but it still
This
has
kind
a-
of goes to Troy and ours fucking theory here.
So the All Day IPA has certainly gained a certain amount of fame. And
Yeah.
I think it was because of the gimmick. Instead of selling 12 packs, they sell 15 packs everywhere you go. So, their whole thing is they're sessionable. We're the all-day IPA. We're the one that everyone can drink all day long.
Do you think the reason they sell them is because they sell them in 15s instead of 12s?
So it's just part of the marketing, right? We're going to give you 3 extra because we anticipate you're going to drink this all day.
I've never understood the whole like session name and
I don't think that means shit. People buy it because of the taste.
Session means that it's 5% or less alcohol, and that's what makes a beer sessionable. So naturally, when you do that, the flavor tends to come down as far as like how pungent it is, in particular in the IPA world. So the sessionable IPAs are supposed to be something you can drink more. And Founders jumped all over that by calling this the Founders All Day IPA, Session Ale.
It rhymes. Get it?
And we were at the golf tournament, and you noticed how many people were bringing in the All Day IPA. So Ely was like, I got to try it. So here we are. We'll give you an opportunity to taste this thing. And I'm actually really interested to see what you think.
Did you read it? What's the cute little definition here?
I don't have anything. All I know is it's 4.7 alcohol, 42 IBUs.
So the session beer definition is a beer that has a relatively low alcohol content and is therefore suitable for drinking over an extended period. A session beer with just 4% alcohol by volume.
It's 5%.
Well, I mean, this is not. That's an example, not the standard.
Okay, I was going to say the definition is, but maybe I'm wrong.
But then that would make every light beer sessionable.
Yes, that's a fact.
So why don't they just call it Coors Light Sessionable Beer and they'd be hip again?
You may be onto something. That's actually not a horrible idea.
This is our sessionable lager that we have here.
Yes, Coors Session.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Come on. That would sell.
Troy, have you ever had this particular beer?
I've heard it a million times. I feel like I have, but I cannot say for certain that I have. So I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm going into this assuming I have not.
Well, so I'll give my opinion of it. I'll go ahead and start it. I don't think I'm breaking any walls down here. I've drank a lot of these in my day. I actually will pick these up when looking for what I would consider an agreeable IPA. Like if I just want to have Coors Light and an IPA, this is kind of the go-to. I think Sierra Nevada and this are kind of the ones you can put in a cooler and you're not going to hear a lot of complaints. I've always been a fan of this, though, because it's a little bit lighter on the hop profile. But there's no denying it's an IPA. It has...
There's no denying that.
It has all that hop flavor to it, but the aftertaste goes away pretty quickly. It still does leave a little bitterness in your mouth. There's no distinguishable hop in any direction. Like, you're not going to go, ooh, it's Cascade. Like, I don't know what the hell's in there. But I've always liked this beer. I think it's a 3.5 all day. Look at me.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I didn't mean to do that. Pun not intended. It could be borderline. I would say, it's a 3.5 because it's not good enough to be like a knock it out of the park. But I love the beer. I buy it fairly often. So it's a 3.5 for me, but I knew that going in.
All right. Well, I will go next. This beer is not good. This is a typical IPA. The alcohol content, it says 4.7. That may be lower and may make it sessionable. To me, it's still skunky on the front and skunky on the back. Maybe it's slightly cleaner on the back, but I still have the hot mouth.
Not enough to make you happy.
No, not enough for me to recommend this. I mean, if you like IPAs, this probably isn't bad, but like Brenna said, it doesn't have any hops that jump out at you, too. So to me, it's just skunk on skunk. So I don't know why.
That's why it's a 3.5 for me, even though I like it, because it's not doing anything really well.
Yeah.
But it's great if you just want an IPA. If you want that hoppy flavor and something to drink, it's easy.
And I always thought the beer nerds liked the IPAs because it's like, I could have 3 and get buzzed because it's, an 8.6
but all those assholes still drink 18.
Exactly.
Then they're sloppy all over. They're sweating. Their eyes closed.
Yeah, I mean, I give this a 1.5.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I don't care for this. I mean, I feel like if you're getting above 2, 2.5's down the middle, and I feel like 2.5, I'd tell you to buy it.
I did not expect that.
I don't think I'd tell anybody to buy this unless you tell me you like IPAs. I would say you would probably like this. I mean, it tastes like every other IPA to me. I feel like I wouldn't know the difference between this and a lot of other IPAs.
All right. I mean, hey, it's fair enough. I think you're spot on in everything you said. Score, though, I did not expect it that low.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Troy said, except for, it is a very light IPA. It has that asshole flavor on the front end, but it shit goes away really fast. It's like a light beer.
Yeah.
But, to your point, it's still a fucking IPA. It's that taste on the front end that I don't like. Tastes like I'm chewing weed.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
I don't like it too. I don't like the IPAs because, like, as I bring this up to my mouth to take a drink, you just smell it coming. You're
Right.
like, it is funk.
It's
just straight funk.
It's straight funk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, though, that I would recommend it. Like, if you like IPAs, I think this is, like, the most tolerable one. Like,
Yeah,
that's
all
right,
those
agreeable.
fancy,
But that's its job to be
all those
tolerable.
fancy, strong ones from Vermont and California, like, that shit full on tastes like butt cheeks. I feel like this is way more manageable.
I
than
just
those.
like more flavor, like a
Yeah.
citrus hop.
This
or
is like
something.
the
Yeah.
Coors Light of IPA is what it is.
Yeah,
And
and,
that-
that's
yeah,
why
that's
I
what
know
they're
if I
going for.
throw it in a cooler, like
It'll get drank for
no
sure.
one will bitch
Yeah.
because as you get into those stronger IPAs, even some IPA people will like, oh, I don't like how they did that or this.
Yeah.
This is agreeable if you like hops.
Yeah.
But
well,
so
you
I'm guessing
can't, if you're an IPA guy, you can't just take a beer someone gave you and drink it. You have to fucking talk
Oh,
about
they're
it.
so snotty.
Yeah.
They're so snotty.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
like it's got notes.
yeah.
We have slowly become like kind of racist against IPA guys. Have you noticed we kind of dog pale ale people now?
I don't think it's a race thing.
Well, I don't know another word.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Stereotype. Like
yeah,
we
definitely stereotype.
we shit on them a little.
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, we're hoppists.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
I think hoppist is probably. I've even
Yeah.
and the funny thing is like
We don't like rabbits.
I'm the guy who like still likes hops.
Yeah.
But like I've been hanging with you guys so long. I'm like, look at that fucking hophead.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah.
And
What a
I'm
dummy.
over in the corner late night with my headphones on, drinking hops.
You know he's Clark Kenting us, fucking
For sure.
putting on a different fucking outfit and be like, "Hey guys, you want to try
Yeah.
this one?
Exactly.
It's sessionable."
Yeah. But no, I give it a. Yeah, I'd probably give it a. Oh, this is a tough.
I'm
one.
halfway into this. The more I drink of it, the
It gets lighter and lighter.
it gets
doesn't
lighter
it?
and lighter.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll give it a 2.5. 2.
I would give it a 2 at the highest.
So I think it's
I'll give it a 2.
all right. So it got panned. I mean, it didn't do well, but we've had worse.
Definitely. There's
Oh,
Certainly had worse.
yeah.
So, and I'm excited because I still
It's
have
high on the IPA list, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Actually, so Ely, I'm excited about this. I just got I became a member of a beer of the month club.
Really?
Like some people in my
Opted
work
out of the Jelly of the Month Club, huh?
opted out.
should double
Fucking
timed
rookie.
it.
Yeah.
So for the next 3 months, we will randomly get to try beers from all over the country.
When he told me
I've been
about
doing
this,
that for months now.
We kind of have been, yeah.
when Brendan told me about
I've
this,
been
I
in
was
the Beer of
like,
the Week Club for fucking
"Why
years.
weren't we doing that?"
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you really have been. This month, he
Yeah.
gets to just show up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, beer of the week."
Oh look, it's just
Yeah.
sitting here waiting on me.
That's true.
Well, in reality, it's sips of the week. But yes, you're right.
Because he has brought one deli in your entire
I
tenure
know.
on the show. For you, it really is just pleasant. You're like, I'm having my Monday night beer.
I'm in the Beer of the Week Club, man.
In his defense, it's not a good thing because it's not like pussy of the week. Like
Yeah.
he's not looking forward to it. It's like
Right.
I get to taste another shit IPA I'm not gonna like. Congrats.
We do push a lot of IPAs on this guy.
Well, that's the goal, right? Is to find one that's decent.
I mean, it's the ultimate. I actually saw the first beer of the month and come in and like,
Oh, really?
One of them's a Hefeweizen, and I was
Nice.
like, I immediately put it aside. I was like, that's our first one. Let's see how this goes.
So he's got a 12-pack with 4 different types of beer in it.
Yeah.
So 3 each. So
Jackpot.
I mean, it's like it was
The
made
problem
for
is
us.
you're not going to be able to not drink them for that long.
It'll probably, we'll get to like the end of the month,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, it's a local brew.
There's one left. We can split it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's going to be the case right there. He'll keep one of each.
You guys know me pretty well.
We'll be doing little Dixie cup tasters of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
I mean, it's your beer. I can't really tell you what to do with it.
Yeah, it's going to be problematic, unfortunately. I have a hard time staying away from that stuff.
Yeah.
I do like beer.
Beer's so good.
It is. I've gotten pretty good about not drinking it during the week, at least. Like
I don't know
outside of
anything about
recording on Mondays and drinking on Thursdays. But,
Yeah.
okay. I've really cut back on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
You know, I think I told you, Troy, I actually quit doing this stupid nicotine thing, the Zins.
Oh, you did?
On Tuesday and Wednesday.
That's hilarious.
Like, I don't do them on Tuesday and Wednesday because I need to prove to myself that I can do it because I enjoy it so much and think about it. And I'm not kidding. Every Wednesday is a challenge, or every Tuesday is a challenge. Wednesday, I never think about it. But that first day off, oh my God, it sits there like, hey, why don't you take a Zin? And I'm like, go screw yourself. And I won't take it. And then Wednesday comes, it's easy. And then Thursday, I find that I don't even take one until, it's late in the day.
Till
Like I've
beer
had a couple
30?
drinks. Yeah. And then it's like,
Yeah.
you know what? I forgot that I like that stuff.
When he said he didn't drink and do Zen, it reminds me of when the sports guys go, this is the first time it's happened since 2017.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, you just said the first time it has happened,
Comma. Yeah.
since 6 months ago?
Right.
I'm confused. Like, so it happens kind of frequently?
Yeah.
Could you imagine having to be that stat guy? Like
Yeah.
when you're watching stuff and you're like,
Just looking for anomalies.
yeah. You're like, oh my God, it's the first time anyone wore Asics and hit
Yeah.
for the triple. It's like, what? Like
Yeah, baseball's huge on that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like amazing, these stats. And it's
Yeah.
just got to be some asshole in the back room who's just going over and over and finding any angle and be like, oh, we found it.
Baseball breaks that shit down. They'll be like, this guy on Wednesdays in July, he only bats 148.
I hate stats like that too.
Yeah.
Like that
It's
matters
so
for
annoying.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like his seasonal elbow showed up. Like that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
It's the first guy to hit a home run on a Tuesday whose uncle has 6 fingers.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Since 2014.
Since
Right, exactly. Yeah. Really, Joe? Crazy.
Happened every year before that, but
Yeah.
it's been a 3-year slump. So
Right, exactly.
What are the odds?
Yeah, what are the odds? Who would have thought?
I mean, do you think they have a whole gaggle of people doing it, or is it just like one dude that they task with find the loophole?
Pretty sure there's stat nerds across the board in all sports.
But why doesn't somebody tell him, hey, shut the fuck up? Nobody cares about that stupid
Exactly.
stat.
I think a lot of it is they're just
Back
fucking-
to your corner, Joe.
They're looking for fucking just something to fill time.
They are, you're right.
Because it's
There's
crazy.
way too much sports on. If
Yeah.
you think about it, basketball season, baseball
I'm
season,
super
hockey
stoked that
season.
hockey's back, though.
Dude, the damn Capitals have ruined the Stanley Cup for everybody after.
Leave it to DC
I
to
hate-
fuck something up.
There's not much I hate more than the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Penguins.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh, my God.
So I'm willing to take the first two
The
off. I
people
don't mind
and the
them.
animals?
Can't stand the Penguins.
The fucking Penguins, dude.
But that's just because that Caps blood runs deep,
I know.
unfortunately.
God, I hate them. They're good, too.
They're so good.
It's
they,
like I
they
watched
beat
the-
us game 2.
I watched them play, and I'm like, oh, so this is what the semifinals of the playoffs is basically going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every year.
Yeah.
Round 2, we'll see the Penguins.
Right. Well, yeah, whoever wins that is going to the show.
That's basically it
Yeah.
these days.
That's
It's-
what it
it's
was
insane.
2 years ago. That's what it was last year. Actually, it was that 3 years ago.
Do you see that
For the first time.
the Capitals now the Stanley Cup you're not allowed to do the cup stands?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they outlawed it. Like officially now, it's like a new rule with the Stanley Cup. They don't want people putting their hands on the top, being held upside down and chugging, like dipping their head in and chugging beer out of it.
Kind of makes
Because
sense.
the Capitals were like denting up the trophy and like screwing it up, and they were just like, "Come on, guys, you ruined it." But the Caps were like, "Look, we're gonna party," and they partied hard. I anticipate.
Oh,
I know the Caps came out and they won that first game pretty strong, but I anticipate
There's going to be a hangover.
yeah, there's going to be a bit of a slow start, I would think, because
How could it not be?
they got hammered. There's a video right now, if you look it up, and it's called Stanley Cup Around the World with the Capitals, and it's like an hour and a half of everybody who took it to their parties. And
That's
like took it,
awesome.
and like some of them are really like nice, and like they took it
Yeah.
with family, and they went back to their high school and like showed it. And then other motherfuckers are like going batshit, throwing club parties,
All right,
going crazy.
here's a question for you. all three of us were all in the front office of the Caps, right? And they allow us to take the thing home because I think it's not just players; it's
Yeah, you're
other
right.
people.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do? Where would you take it?
The first thing I would do, honestly, I would take it to my mom. I know this would be like 9 a.m. I want to get that done. I want her to get her time because
she's a
Is
big
this
hockey
24
fan?
hours?
yeah, it's 24 hours. So I figure
Okay.
first thing in the morning, I'm going to go.
Your mom's
know,
a big hockey fan.
She's just a big Stanley Cup and Capitals. She was all excited.
Okay.
I would take it to her.
Because I feel like if I took it to my mom, she'd be like, "What the fuck is this thing? What do I need?"
No,
Yeah.
she gets amped up every
Okay.
year, like talking about it. Like, that's so cool. I like that trophy. Like, she understands the significance.
It's by far the dopest trophy in all of sports,
So
right?
I would get that done. You know, I would do the family time, have the kids with it, all
Maybe
that.
a gold medal's pretty cooler.
By that is because it's individual. But,
yeah,
but
or
by
even a
the-
team sport. Like,
It's pretty dope. But by the end, by like noon, I think I would be done with all that wholesome family nonsense. I think from that point
let
on.
your kids touch it.
Yeah. We would do all that. So you know
Drink-
what? I'd
drink
probably get
milk
up.
out of it or something.
I'd probably get
Cereal,
up
bowl of
extra
cereal.
early.
yeah,
sure.
that'd be dope.
Yeah, why not? The whole family eat some cereal.
A whole box of cereal. Just,
Yeah.
just
Get a spoon.
But so I know what? I'd start
Hold on.
early.
Let me interrupt this.
Go ahead.
Speaking of cereal, I almost murdered both my boys the other day. They had asked for cereal when Mom went to the store, and one of them wanted Frosted Flakes and one of them wanted Lucky Charms.
Right.
I don't eat cereal. I don't know. I don't shop. So my wife come back. She's like, "Look, they make this new cereal. It's Frosted Flakes with Lucky Charms, fucking
Whoa.
marshmallows in it. 2 for $1, done and done." So the boys are like, "Yeah, yeah, exactly." So I pour the fucking cereal out for them. Fucking, they sit down and start eating it. I'm doing the dishes, clean up around the kitchen. The oldest one comes back. He's like, "Here you go, Dad. I'm done." It's a fucking bowl of Frosted Flakes. All the fucking marshmallows.
no
are done.
marshmallows, of course.
I go, "Are you kidding me right
Please
now?"
tell me the other one did the opposite.
The other one did the exact same thing.
Opposite way, though.
No.
Oh, okay.
He goes, "It's soggy." I'm like, "It's fucking cereal and milk. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how the whole thing works."
Right.
I was like, "That's it. You're never eating this again. You're done."
Yeah.
Like, you cannot live off marshmallows.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can, just not past 20.
Exactly.
anyway, back to the Stanley Cup thing. So you would do the wholesome thing in the morning.
Yeah, by noon though, I think it'd be over. It'd become debaucherous. Like, I'd be out partying, but I would want to share it with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd strap that bitch in the Miata, drop the top, go cruising.
Except you couldn't
Just
do
get-
that.
I had a keg in the Miata this week.
No, they won't allow you. Like, they have, like, protectors. They have, like, Secret Service with that thing.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't be in a 2-seater.
Yeah.
That's right. They take it places.
Yeah, they'd be like, meet you at the bar, maybe,
So
or
I
meet
think
you
I think
somewhere.
then though I would want to go into like the public. You know, I loved when seeing those guys in the public. Now at the end of the night, I think you do have to throw a party. You invite everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Just have a long, but I would really want to get out into the public. I think that would be the most fun because if you came upon the Stanley Cup like in your day to day,
That'd be awesome.
it'd be-
there's a man with a big silver cup walking down the street.
what would you do, Ely?
I don't know. I'd probably call y'all and see what you wanted to do.
Perfect. That's 2 days with the cup for us.
Right.
What would you do?
I don't give a fuck. I'd eat cereal and then I'd sit it on my coffee
I like-
table.
Yeah, this
while I
motherfucker
watch-
would watch Step Brothers with it.
Right.
I like this dude's a huge Caps fan and hockey fan, and then I post this question. He's like, I have no fucking clue. Like, me either, dude, but, like, come up with something. We're doing a podcast here.
No, I have
You're
no
not
idea.
going to go skydiving with it, nothing?
No.
I don't know what I would do, but I would definitely try to involve as many people as I possibly could.
That's where I think the high of that moment,
Yeah.
that's where it comes from, is giving that to everybody else. That's why I'd start wholesome, then spend the whole day in as many crowded places as I could get.
You'd have to go to Sears and get, like, some professional pictures taken with it or something, right?
Does Sears take pictures?
They used to.
JCPenney.
Yeah, whoever.
Whatever you wanna
Walmart.
Old motherfuckers. Go to
Sears
Sears,
and
and
Roebucks.
get some pictures. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Portrait Innovation.
Go by the mall,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the photo booth.
And go to Circuit City with
Dude,
it.
that's what's...
I've been driving around all day.
Dude, I just came up with the greatest prank ever. We create a fake Stanley Cup, hire a couple bodyguards
Make
to
it out of
carry that thing
cardboard?
around. No, like legit do a good job of it, and take that thing to the mall or something, and be like, "Yeah, I was a forward reserve. I didn't play a lot,
Yeah.
but today's my day."
We started a podcast.
Dude, people would fucking lose their mind.
Yeah.
So I got to give a shout out to the Grays, the couple that got married this
Nice.
weekend, and during the vows, I'm not kidding, they're doing the vows and like to having to hold sickness and health, all of that, and then the guy goes to root for the Caps, Redskins, and Nationals.
Did he really?
And then so the dude says it, and the wife's like, "I do." Like,
Oh, he sprung that on her?
yeah, he got her. I'm not kidding. It was amazing. I was like, no, he didn't. He got her before God and family
That's hilarious.
to have. He forced her
Yeah.
to announce
Dude, that makes-
her loyalty.
Just hearing that, I feel awkward.
and
Yeah.
she's like, she's a Russian. Like, she's got
Yeah.
no loyalty
So
to
she
American
loves hockey.
sports.
I do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
oh, I do. Like, it was awesome. I
She's
was
still
like,
mad
well
about
done.
84, isn't she?
Exactly.
Then-
she is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Except
And
she wasn't
then
born.
when he walked out, he got the guy from the Capitals. He reached out to him months ago in the offseason and was like, "I need you to read off my wedding party." And it was like, "And now, your
That's-
starting lineup."
That's awesome.
And they played.
That's
it was
awesome.
the actual guy who does the Capitals. And so then they screamed it, like every person coming down.
That's really cool.
I was like, that was badass.
That's
then he
badass.
comes out in a Caps jersey that says Groom on the back. And then when he gets out right before the first dance,
Why not his own last
someone
name?
pulls out a fake Stanley Cup from under the table, hands it to him, and he lifts it up, cheering, and then he kisses the trophy and then kisses his bride. It was insane.
What was that fucking Jimmy Fallon movie? Fever Pitch. It's
Yeah,
like
Fever
that
Pitch.
shit.
Yeah.
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 That was a wild wedding. And that, as you can imagine, when a wedding starts like that,
Like, oh, okay.
that wedding went off.
Dude, that
Yeah.
can't have gone over well. Like, I can't imagine any woman being like, "You love sports more than me." That's what it sounds like to me.
He certainly
Like,
loves
on your
sports.
own wedding day, which is by everyone I know that's married, when I say your wedding day, on your bride's wedding day,
Right.
Yeah, that's the truth.
like, it's not about you.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Okay.
Not in this instance. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
She said it before God, God and family.
Yeah.
She's in. And
You hear
then,
Brendan? And the Arizona Wildcats and the Chicago Bulls and the
What's the team
and
from
the Washington,
the Washington
Capitals
Capital.
and what else?
And then
The-
go Cubs.
Hey,
the
Mom, are there
Richmond
any teams
Braves.
in Herndon yet?
Earned in Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
It's Madison Warhawks. Get it right.
Right.
Wow, that's intense.
It was bold, dude. But honestly, the vast majority of the people there, like on the bride side, were like Russian. Like, so,
They didn't understand English.
I mean, they did, but they just didn't have a lot of loyalties to American sports teams. That was for sure.
Yeah. Why would they?
So it went over well.
Mother Russia.
It was
That's
interesting.
right. The vodka.
Interesting wedding because he met her down at the beach. You know how like when you go to the beach or you go to like a ski resort and you meet all like, there's always like Russians or like people from overseas. Like I don't understand how that exactly works, but it's like work
Yeah, 'cause
visas. They come
I don't-
over and do those.
I really don't know.
One of their brethren beat the dog shit out of an Irishman on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that, but we did experience that in Ocean City.
You see it-
That's weird, man.
I think it's
that
because-
happened. What, like 15 years ago? That started.
I think it's because you get like a 3-month work visa.
Yeah.
And then so it's like the best job you can get is to do that. And then when you go to those resort towns, they have like areas where they like set you up. In particular, like if you're the ski resort,
Yeah.
they'll have like really good setup there. So like room and board paid.
Accommodations.
Yeah. So you're in a good spot. So I think that's why it happens. But as you can imagine,
They
this,
pay you pennies on the dollar.
this wedding was populated with boatloads of beach Russians.
Sounds miserable.
It was fantastically awkward.
I'm sure.
It was a good wedding.
Yeah.
Good wedding.
Did they do the dance where they cross their arms and drop down and kick the
Please,
knees
the
out?
babushka.
Yeah.
They didn't, but even in the speech, one of the girls was like, I know you all think we're spies.
That's hilarious.
So like she played it up.
Yeah,
Because she's
we
a
do.
spy.
Yeah, nothing takes.
How best
Yeah.
to get us off the scent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, go, oh, that's funny. She knows
Yeah.
that we thought it, so I guess
Yeah.
they're cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't kill you 18 different ways right now. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Right.
Yeah.
You've seen Laura Croft?
Yeah.
That threw me off the scent pretty well.
Yeah.
I guess we're good.
She can't be a spy. She just mentioned it.
Yeah. She scissor kicked
Yeah.
another person in the middle of the wedding.
Better than Too Dope did, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I said no cheese.
Oh my God, it was a good time.
Sounds like it.
It was a good time, and I got to see an inflatable Stanley Cup trophy get kissed.
That's awesome.
It was pretty funny.
Before the bride.
Yes. Well,
Is he going to pass that Caps jersey along to someone else that's married? Or you just going to wear a groom jersey?
No one
around
else is
all
going to
the
wear it.
oh, it was pretty sick.
I mean, get your own name on it, right?
Unless you want to commemorate the wedding.
Well, it looked like it was kind of like
Duct tape.
you could remove it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looked like, it
Like
was like
Velcro?
like a placard there instead of an actual. Like it didn't look stitched in. Like there was definitely a patch.
Stitch.
Exactly. Sharp voice. So,
Well, that's cool.
yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week. Hopefully next week, none of us have run a bird scooter into somebody.
There I go, not mentioning any sports teams during my vows, like a fucking asshole.
Right.
Well, you're not dedicated.
I'm not,
That,
obviously.
That we've proven. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully next week when we come in, I won't be telling any bad stories about a Chris Stapleton show that went poorly.
Doubt it.
Yeah, we shall see. There it is in the background.
I can't wait to hear what happens.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, a shout out to our friend Chris. He has pulled, I think, could be a world record 4 or 5 Cincinnati swaps this week.
Fucking rock
that,
star.
that
dude.
he has sent in, and he has sent us the picture. So I do want to give a shout out to him.
And they were
There was-
reviewing us highly, too, which was nice.
They were. I saw that one TFD review that came in, or the TFP. Someone
Yeah,
put
I don't
in.
know anything what that means.
He said, "I like the Troy Free podcast."
Nope.
Pretty funny review.
Burn.
Thank
Sick
you guys.
burn, dude.
Right.
If you haven't had a chance to pick up some Nectar sunglasses, you get 30% off if you drop ITPH in the coupon code. Or if you got a topic for us to talk about, send it into insidetheballothouse@gmail.com, or you can always reach us at Twitter or Instagram at ITPH
Or
Podcast.
Facebook.
Or the Facebook page. We're still working on the glitch of why the shows don't go up, so shout out to Troy
Yeah.
for putting them up, man. Thank you for that. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?